A Norfolk-based campaign to encourage fair prices for banana growers on the other side of the world is celebrating its 20th anniversary. Banana Link has encouraged the fair trade system, with small farms in places like the West Indies benefiting. I've been speaking to Kozel Fraser from the Windward Island Farmers Association, who's currently on a working trip to this country, and to representative from Banana Link, Paul Lievens.
Banana Link was established in Norwich about 20 years ago and grew out of links between, obviously Norwich being a big agricultural area, grew out of links between East Anglia and farmers associations in banana growing regions, most particularly in the Caribbean. A little like what's happened with milk in this country, where the power of the supermarkets has been pushing prices down below sustainable levels. The same thing has happened with bananas in the last 5 or 10 years, which has meant that particularly for small farmers who are struggling to compete with the large plantations and the economies of scale are at a disadvantage. And we've been working over the last 20 years, amongst other things, to promote Caribbean bananas and bananas from small farmers in the Caribbean, and have been quite successful in persuading supermarkets in this country to carry bananas from the small Caribbean islands.
Kozel, how difficult is it for the farmers in the Windward Islands, given the scales of production that you have?
It has been a challenge over the years because of the size of the production systems. Competing in an open market system with plantations has not been very easy, because one of the things for small producers is that we don't benefit from the same type of economies of scale that a big plantation would be able to. And so it is operating within that context, but also at the same time trying to pay attention to a lot of the externalities that are now being discussed within the context of climate change and food and nutrition security, that farmers, find it extremely difficult to cope.
Would you be able to function as an economy without the fair trade movement and about this idea of paying a fair price for the product?
I think, to be honest, it would be extremely difficult to consider small producers right now in the Windward Islands functioning outside of the context of a fair trade system.
Paul, this country loves its bananas, don't we? I mean, of course, there's huge amounts sold, and a good number of people look for the fair trade sign, don't they? So that must be encouraging for you.
Oh, certainly, yes. I mean, bananas are the largest fruit that's imported into this country by volume, and fair trade has been well established now for sort of 10, 15, 20 years, and has been very successful and has a high kind of public awareness. The fact that buying fair trade, they are supporting farmers like those in the Windward Islands.
Kozel, you're here with the Farmers Association, so do you get to meet with the big supermarkets, some of the high flyers, and bang the drum, or not?
Well, it's something that is anticipated, that we have that type of dialogue, but as you know, it's not always easy to get a forum set up to meet with the big supermarkets. It is something that I think is necessary within the context of the challenges that small producers face. Currently, we're not really meeting with supermarkets, unfortunately.
And yet they're selling your product.
Yeah. Yes.
How many farmers do you represent, Kozel? Because I was just thinking that it's sometimes difficult, isn't it, when you've got so many people, to get them all under one opinion and represent them, because everyone's got a different opinion, haven't they?
Yeah, well, we currently represent about 4,000 farmers in the Windward Islands.
4,000?
Yeah.
So it's quite small-scale farming,
yeah.
then, isn't it?
But within the context of the Windwards, that's a huge amount of producers you're talking about.
So does it work like a cooperative then, that all the producers, quite small-scale producers, send their product in and it's all pulled together and then shared out?
Somewhat. We're not a cooperative. WINFA right now, we're an association, but the way that the organization is structured, there is that sense of cooperatism, if I could put it that way.
Well, Kozel, it's great to see you, and I hope you're enjoying your trip to the UK and getting to see lots of people, and thank you for joining us here on Radio Norfolk.
Thank you for having me.
And to Paul Lievens, congratulations on 20 years of Banana Link in Norwich.
Yes, and we're looking forward to another 20 years of Banana Link in Norwich, and thank you for having us today.